They're no good. Heartbreakers. They are liars and they are cheats and rapists. I don't know why y'all let them talk that shit to y'all. I'm telling you as a friend, that fool ain't no good. And whoa, what y'all don't know, he'd deport us all if he could. That's why he chose Trump. That's why Trump chose him. Because they are liars. They're no good. They're no good. Hey, people. How y'all doing? Darrell, it's Z. I am Mr. Ricks. But looks like the weekend was on fire. Annette, Miss Sherry, God before everything. Anyway, they're all talking about this situation when Trump, somebody came for that ass again. I don't know what the story is in that. The dude, he said he voted for him in 2016, right? So he has his own agenda. They haven't revealed his exact motive yet. Somebody took another shot at or intended to take another shot at Donald Trump. My first question would be, what the fuck is Trump doing on the golf course? He's supposed to be running for president. Is Harris and her team, are they out playing golf? Do you think? Whatever the reasons, this dude knew he was going to be on the golf. Maybe because he's always on the golf course. Even when this damn race started, he was on the golf course, honey. They had to pry him to come to do a goddamn rally, which is just repeating the same old bullshit. Whatever. I haven't got no compassion for Trump. He chose to be, he wants to be the president, so there's got baggage that goes along with that. It's also probably true with Harris as well. We don't hear about every threat made to these candidates. They wanted to be in that life, and this is what he has to deal with. People want to kill his ass, and it seems like mostly his own people want to kill him. Anyway, on from that. Then we see this damn Vance comes on here. I believe I was watching CNN. And this fool, don't you know that even though you are a pathological liar, just like your boss, you're not supposed to tell your marks that you're lying to them, right? Now they say you got all this education. You from the trailer park to Harvard or some damn where. I don't know that you're all that smart or you think very rationally. Why are you on here telling us, well, maybe we did tell a lie. Maybe we did tell a lie. If we're going to bring the attention. So you just go and lie on people and cause discourse in these small towns just for you can get attention. So you're going to use Springfield, Ohio now as a whipping boy for your goddamn agenda. And you would sit here and admit that you're lying. Everybody in the world knows you're lying. Correct. But you, the liar, are not supposed to admit it. You're supposed to follow your boss's lead. You see how he lies and lies and lies and lies and never tells the truth, never admits to nothing, never admits to defeat. He sit up here talking about how he done won the damn debate when 99.9% of the world says he lost. So I'm sure that Trump, ooh, baby, did you fart? Where's the dog? Queenie. Whew. Anyway, I'm not going to eat him. Anyway, so what Vance is telling you that yes, they will lie. Yes, they will manipulate people. Yes, they do not have respect for the people who are they're calling their supporters. I've always known that Trump does not respect for people who support him, which are primarily poor white people. Those are the people he'll come and say anything. He doesn't care if it makes sense or not. He figures that they're so stupid that they'll just believe whatever he says. Very similar to a cult leader. But this dumbass Vance, now he done told us now that everything they say is likely to be a lie. They ain't got no problem with it. They don't give a goddamn. You got bombs, bomb scares in schools. They don't give a fuck that you got people with mental illness out there in the world, honey. and that one of them damn bombs threats to the schools could be real. You didn't convince the white people that the Haitian people are invading their little small dying town, right? I think I just saw John Lennon, who was from Springfield, saying how the population had declined something like 15,000, and they then brought them back up. That 15,000, this town is thriving again because of the Haitians. America has done the right thing by helping out these Haitian people, giving them an opportunity to leave that destruction going on in their country, the murders and all the crime that's going on there right now, the overthrow of their government and so forth. Correct. Donald Trump and it looks like Vance as well don't believe we should be helping anybody, as he ran on America first. America, let's just say white America first, Trump. I wish you'd be a little bit more honest, honey, and just use your right words. Make America white again. Make America white. We want to roll back the clock to 1950s, girl. Right? They're so terrified that the demographic is changing in America. Well, that's what America is. It's all different kinds of people. I live in San Francisco. It looks like the United Nations are on every street corner. That's the world we live in today, Trump and Vance. Vance does a lot of stupid shit, right? But this one takes the cake. He is telling us that right in the middle of their campaign, that they are likely to lie about the words that are coming out of their mouths. They don't give a fuck who they throw under the bus. They do not care about the plight of minorities who are fleeing a country in turmoil, right? They got to come over here and get more bullshit over here. Then Trump get his big fat head up in the middle, and now he want to guarantee them. I'm going to start with the deportation. I'm going to deportation 40 million people. I'm going to get them all out of here. You're going to turn back. If I could turn back time, if you could find a way. You can't turn it back. Honey, God's in control of this world, not you. Correct. I believe that's what all this abortion shit is about too. They think that the white people are going to disappear because they ain't have enough babies. Like all the ones they hate are not going to have babies too. Mm-hmm. What y'all think? Y'all see that shit? He over there, he's so dumb, he don't even know he's supposed to deny this shit. Oh, maybe we were mistaken. You ain't made no mistake like that, Queen. We will sit up here and watch your ass. All they were talking about the whole goddamn weekend was this cat dog shit. Y'all have made billboards about it already. And then Donald Trump comes to confirm that they're eating the pets. That's your hateful heart, honey. Right? Let's hope nothing bad happens in Springfield. Since you decided to make that your whipping boy, Vance needs to be ashamed because that's his home state. His own governor come and debunks everything he said. He said, that's not happening. Why are you saying that? We're trying to get along here. We're trying to grow back our community. Right? People get along great. They're great workers. All they did is come here and work hard, honey. So the damn town is benefiting. Certainly the business owners are benefiting by the Haitian population. Many of them will go back to their country when there's stabilization, and many will stay here, and they'll just be another minority in America, like everybody else, right? He gets the idea that everybody in America is supposed to have blonde hair, like his wives he keeps marrying and bringing over here, honey. It ain't your America. We have a fucked up history. We know that, right? But nevertheless, we're here. So perhaps it was God's plan that we be here. We are certainly here. So he can't get rid of us. So he chose to turn all his hatred onto the Mexican people. And that, incidentally, people, let's not deny it. That's the only reason anybody knows who Trump is. He came down his golden escalator. First thing he said, Mexican people were rapists and drug dealers and terrorists and every goddamn thing else, right? This is how he announces. And he's basically been running on the same thing. Why? Because it connects with these small-minded people who are so afraid of losing the American demographic or their perceived power. But the people who follow him, they ain't got no power. They don't have no damn power, honey. These are poor white people. When you look into the audience, you say, "Oh yeah, you eat a lot of hamburgers too, honey." Mm-hmm. But you white. But you white. That's what he does on. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Hey, ding dong. Hey, Queenie, ding dong. If you don't come over here, I'm going to lock you up. Ding dong. Get it bum right over here. Put it bum right here. Sit right here. Get that bum. My baby doing much better now. Thank y'all who were concerned. His scratching places are they're shaved. There's shaves in his hair where he was doing all that scratching, but he has not scratched at all in the last 3 days. So I have still put an ointment on him. He's not wearing the space thing on his head no more because he's not scratching his ears. They did discover an infection in his ear as well, which is making him scratching his ear. So he's gotten his full checkup. But if anybody walked past that door, he's still going to get on his post as security. Mm-hmm. What was I talking about? How you doing, Jesse? He keep on the golf. Yeah, why is he even on a goddamn golf course? He's within 50 days of the election. Shouldn't he be busy? Shouldn't he be trying to all of these issues that he can't discuss intelligently? Shouldn't he be studying them? He already said even when he was the president, he refused to read anything. Anything brought to him, it had to be reduced from 50 pages to 1 page. And then the people who worked for him closely said he wouldn't even read the 1 page. Yet he got time for all this goddamn golf. Is that a sickness? It ain't doing him no good because he sure ain't lost no weight. That is not the most active sport. Go into tennis, Trump. Wobble that ass around a tennis court, honey. Picking on the Haitian people. That's terrible, honey. They're fleeing just unspeakable violence, destruction. All they want to do is come here and work and raise their kids. You got the kids hating each other. You done turn the kids, the white kids and Haitian kids, you done turn to each other. Y'all, you're invading. You're going to take your squeenie dog and make a hot dog sandwich out of him, which is the stupidest ass goddamn lie. But he ain't got no problem saying it. He said he will continue to say it. Vance said, "Yeah, so maybe we'll tell a little meme. Little meme, I lie. You lied, fool." Then he got to constantly backtrack because his wife, his wife is Indian, right? So he got to curve around that one, honey. How you gonna get around that one? Trump that married 3 immigrants. That's terrible. I hate that. I hate the bigotry, and I just hate that they're able to be successful doing that. Right? And I'm sure Trump is pissed off at Vance. He said, "You never tell the truth. You never surrender. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, everybody knows it's a lie, but you can't say it. Why can't you say it, Vance? Because now we know that anything come out your mouth is more than likely a lie, something made up. He's got conspiracy theorists on the damn plane with him. This woman, well, I forgot her name already, which is a good thing. This Loomer woman. These are the people who are in your ear, right? And you just take it right onto the campaign trail and announce it, even though only knowledge you have of it is Vance and this Loomer woman. Conspiracy theorists. Picking on people, making people uncomfortable in their own damn city. Shit, they're the one that brought the motherfucker back to life. Constant control. People, do y'all know? Okay, y'all know I live in San Francisco, right? All the years that I watched television as a young person, all the TV shows, all the sitcoms, and all the Streets of San Francisco and Ironside and all that stuff, child. I never once occurred to me that San Francisco is 30% Asian. All those years that people lied in the media, pretending that this was a white city. Correct? It was a white city. 30%. That means every third person is Asian here. They're just now even getting the recognition to acknowledge that, yeah, this is the real demographic. Here's the truth. They want to continue. We're going to go make America white again. Fucking fool. Why don't you go back to the 1800s, Donald Trump? You can really get some traction. Believe me, he would be pro-slavery. San Francisco has the best Asian food and best Asian people. I mean, it literally is 1 out of 3 people. The number of black people here is a lot less than that. Hell, a lot of them flee when they start jacking up the damn prices. I wonder if that was part of it. You know, I think we're only like 9% or something like that. They're 3-4 times as much. But they never showed that on television. You never knew that, honey. It's catching up now. People are trying to be truthful. But this country is made on immigrants, honey. Everybody's immigrant. You didn't want the Italians coming here. You didn't want nobody coming here, honey. You definitely don't. Well, you wanted our ass, all right. Well, you didn't consider us to be humans. You were like importing a bunch of animals to pick cotton. That's good for the Squeenie dog. It's Z said that's good, Squeenie. She glad you're feeling bad, Wilma. Could you please stop barking at the neighbors? Thank you. They're used to him by now. After he gets to see them face to face, then he stop barking at them. You know who they are. He knows their scent. Filipinos, Chinese, Korean, Cambodian, Vietnamese. Oh, is that a total of 30%? They consider that all Asian, or is it just the Chinese that are whatever it is? It is true. About every third person is Asian, but they didn't tell us that. We know that same thing with LA. All those movies and shit were made there for years and years and years and years and years. You never even know how many people there are minorities. They didn't even want to show the gays in San Francisco. Now, I don't know what their percentage is, but there's a lot of the gays. A combination of all people. Those people are not doing anything wrong. They haven't hurt anybody. And he gonna make a campaign out of deporting them. Why are you gonna deport them? Didn't we invite them here? Wasn't America trying to do something to help the situation? They're rapists. They're drug dealers. They're gangbangers. They emptied out all their prisons. Well, we just saw the video on the prison situation in Venezuela. They're not emptying their prisons to send their prisoners here. They're getting labor out of them over there, honey. And he got this twisted thing in his brain that he really believes everybody in Mexico is trying to get to America, to invade America somehow or other. They just all just lined up, just all want to be. No, most Mexican people want to be in Mexico. That is their country, their home country. They love and respect their home country, honey. Everybody got immigrants. Hell, how many people are going over to Mexico? How many people are going over there buying properties cheap? How many people go over there for their vacations and so forth, child? Go over there to get cheaper labor, right? Donald Trump discovered a long time ago, okay, these people get excited. Just like when you go to church and the people say something about a homosexual, they get all excited, start peeing themselves. That's what he did. Oh, that's what I run on. Even though I'm married to 2 foreigners. Hi, Elaine. You changed your picture with your pretty red lipstick. Uh-huh. How you doing? What's good, bro? It's originally predominantly black, but they pushed them out through gentrification. It was originally, yeah, it used to be a much bigger black community here. And there are, I mean, we still have a couple of black neighborhoods, and there are people who are in a certain income level that live all over the city. But when they kind of gentrified the Fillmore district, a lot of people came up because a lot of people moved over to Oakland, and they were able to use what they made in San Francisco and live pretty good in Oakland. That's not just because they're black. It's just a whole lot of people have fled the city, right? But the black population has definitely shrunk somewhat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's still a diverse city. I mean, it's all kind of people here, honey. A lot of them are young people. You look around and you say, well, how are all these young ass people paying this kind of rent and this kind of mortgage or this for this kind of properties and so forth? But a lot of them are in tech. So tech rules the population here, right? Anyway, I remember when I first came here in 76, I lived in LA. I came up here to party, and there were a lot more black people that you could tell. And then that depends on where you go, though, what neighborhood you go to. But my point was the whole damn country is immigrants, honey. Everybody came from somewhere. Most of us only have to go back a couple of generations, right? We have a unique history here, but we have certainly paid the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. Look at us. Mm-hmm. He's a misogynist and a racist. So it makes him sick that he has to run against Kamala Harris, and he knows that she is so much smarter than him. Now, because of your obsession with money, right, and your obsession with your family with money, you want to judge everything about how successful financially you are. But of course, Trump, he started off with a fortune, right? And he even tried to take the fortune away from other family members so nobody else would inherit anything but him. So he could fuck it off time and time and time again. And he's just a hype person, right? But what was I just saying? Yeah. His history has never been. He's never been even a part of America. He's raised himself in towers and shit, and going back and forth between the properties owned by him. You see, what he's playing golf is always on one of his properties. That just goes from one place to another. Then he comes down off his golden escalator and tells us about how he's for the people. And we got to save our country. You ain't part of this goddamn country. You ain't. You've never been a part of it, John. And your presentation, Trump, is not even like a wealthy person, right? You just like a damn street fighter. Yeah, but Vance said that he had learned his lesson about disagreeing with, about speaking on something with the public or with the media that he hasn't personally had conversations with Trump about. So apparently Trump went over and gotten his ass for committing him to ideas that he hasn't even spoken on, right? So he's scared of his boss. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need to keep him under wraps. But see, Trump don't got a problem with it because he believes in these kind of people, right? He does. He believes it. That's why he got that Loomer woman on traveling with him. Is that his? He must be losing his mind, because if that's his idea of the next Melania, his eyesight is going, honey. That woman that has so much plastic surgery, and she's just a disgusting inside and out. Everything about her sucks. Everything about her is racist. Everything about her is too extreme, honey. Anytime you too extreme for this Laura woman, that's low. You're going way the fuck down, honey, when you below her. When she, Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she says you're too much and you're too bigoted and too obviously prejudiced, we know it's how you feel, but you ain't supposed to go tell the whole goddamn world about it, child. Beans and cornbread, you love San Francisco? I love it here, honey. I only ended up here. It was not my first choice. Now, it was always been my second choice, but I chose LA. But since I couldn't control myself in LA, the LA sent me to prison, and in California, you go to prison anywhere. So they sent me way up north. And the only reason I stayed here is because I didn't have enough money to get back to LA. I ain't got no problem being honest, honey. But over time, I realized this is where I was supposed to be all along. San Francisco is more of a city. LA is certainly, was it 10, 20 times bigger than San Francisco? But in LA, you never got the impression that you were in a big city. You go to New York, soon you get off the plane, you know you're in a big city. LA is not like that. LA is like 24 small cities, right? All the years I was there, I rarely left Hollywood, West Hollywood, and I worked in Beverly Hills. That was it, right? So it's not like if you look at downtown LA, it's just a few little buildings kind of thing. It's not that the same way. So I love being in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. God knew better than me. He knew my future. But I've been here 32 years, honey. If I wanted to go back, I certainly would have did it by now. Mm-hmm. If I haven't left here by now, I will never, never, never leave here. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yep. So anything next story they come up with, they're gonna be coming up with some stories, baby. They got 50 days left. They're gonna be don't believe it. It's a lie. He even said it. And I ain't got no problem coming up here and talking about it, even if it is a lie. I don't give a damn. No consideration for the other people. Since you married an Indian woman, you would think you would have more compassion for the plight of other people, particularly immigrants. They're trying to get their footing. And all they're doing is getting up every morning going to work. Right? Oh, they're taking your black job. They're taking a black. Oh, nigga, I'm not moving to Springfield, Ohio. Okay? They ain't taking shit. They brought that damn town back to life. Yeah, we got a big Latin community here at Beans Incorporated. They're trying to gentrify the Mission now. And Mission is was primarily Latin families, but they're slowly moving over, trying to gentrify the Mission as well. So it's like money just rules in general, but it's still primarily a Latin community. It's just that there's like half of it is gentrified. Gentrified meaning turned it white. I don't know if you have to be white to gentrify a community. I don't know. We think of things in race, but it's really in income. Let's see what else y'all say. Did you talk about ASN attempt? Who is ASN? What the hell is ASN? So y'all use these letters, and I got to figure out what the letters mean. Remember, there are millions of letters, millions of interpretations and arrangements of letters. Honey. Who is it, Jesse? Condolences to the family, the Jackson family, who were Hollywood royalty for years and years and years. They've lost Tito. Tito passed away. They think it was a heart attack while driving. I don't know. It seems like if it was a heart attack while driving, they would have showed an accident. So more will come out, but he is gone. He's 70 years old. Who was I was watching, I think, Storm Monroe. He was showing the charts, and he put into the search engine life expectancy of a black man in the United States. And he came up with something like 67 years. I'm 66, right? So Tito lived to be 70. That would mean that he has passed his life expectancy. But of course, we know many people with all the technology now and all of the medical advances, people are living into their 80s and 90s. But yeah, I know I'm getting close. I think just him and Joe are gone now, right? And Michael, of course. But we'll see. I mean, if you're in your 60s, I mean, those means those people who you admired all your life are in their 70s, 80s, you know. So there's going to be a lot more deaths in my generation. The pew pew attempt. I don't know nothing about that fool. There's crazy people all over the place, child. Anybody is susceptible to being attacked. Trump articles are getting worried about why do they hate me so goddamn much? Or why am I expendable? A lot of times they want to, because they want to be famous. They want to be forever attached to the person who assassinated Trump. But this guy, he brought a camera with him. So he was not only going to shoot him, maybe he didn't even think he was going to be able to kill him, but he wanted to catch him being shot by his AR-15s. I believe it's AR-15. I keep getting them confused. Or AR, what's that other one? The 47 thing. Anyway, these damn machine guns that are intended for battle in war, they got them all over the streets now, right? These people can do major damage. If he didn't hit Trump's fat ass, then he might have hit 3 or 4 other people with these machine guns that are shooting off 60 rounds, correct? But they're trying to take away your guns. They're trying to take away your gun. Child, I believe that a person should have is entitled to have a weapon in their home to protect their home and family. But I don't think there's any burglar alive that needs to be shot 70 times. You can shoot him once, right? A regular gun, you can shoot him once. But when you go into a school and you can shoot 70 people in a couple of minutes, child, that's what they do. They give him that last freak that gave it that boy, 14-year-old, that damn machine gun. Gave him that machine gun. If the guy had a pistol, he could have shot one person. But no, with these machine guns, he can kill 4 or 5 and put another 7 or 8 in the hospital. AK-47. You don't need all that, honey. They should have been able to get rid of those things when they saw all these school shootings and all these mass shootings, honey. What is the purpose? So a little defenseless rabbit is running across and you got to shoot that rabbit 90 times? God damn, couldn't you shoot the rabbit one time? He ain't got no gun. He's running for his life. Oh, the bird gonna shoot me back. I gotta get him. You can't eat the meat, it's riddled with bullets. Be quiet, you ding dong. Well, we got another intruder coming in. Sit down. AR-47, AR-15. Okay, AR, then the M16. Lord have mercy. You know about them gun goonies. I just don't know what use you would have for a weapon like that to shoot. They say they're hunters. No, honey, you're not a very good hunter if it takes you 40 shots to kill a defenseless animal. You're not hunting, you're slaughtering. I mean, I don't like the whole idea of hunting, but you know, we do eat meat, so because they ate meat in the Bible. Well, I don't care about any of these assault weapons, Goonies. I'm saying that if you have a wife, a husband, and you have young children, if someone comes and breaks in your house, you should be able to defend yourself. I just don't believe it takes 100 bullets to defend yourself. Okay, that's my point. So I'm not anti-gun. I don't think Kamala and her administration is going to be anti-gun. What we're saying is these assault weapons, it's unnecessary. It's just an ego thing. Why you got a big ego about some damn machine gonna kill people? So the Secret Service dude, that story still seems a little strange because if you have these cult leaders, y'all read all the stories of what these cult people would do to support fearless leader. This thing about the Secret Service agent saw a barrel sticking out of a bush. What was it? 500 yards away from Trump. They saw it, and then they fired into the bushes, and the man ran away. Well, you are a lousy shot, brother. Right? Why is he getting away? He could have done, we don't know. More will be revealed. But he could have been doing that to support Trump, because guess what? The whole damn country talking about Trump again. Yesterday and today, at least. But those things are going to happen anyway if they're going to be in politics. So, particularly running for the presidency. So I don't know what our involvement is. It's just whatever. The end result is keeping him in the news. And that's what Trump's obsession is. To find a way to be in the news, they're talking about Trump on every day. That's part for politics and part purely for his ego. That's right, Elaine. Why y'all stop cash apping? Everybody needs a coin or two every now and then. Mm-hmm. Every now and again. Cash app Timothy Blaine. Mm-hmm. Trying to turn the news cycle around, then dump. He had to call up Vance and cuss him out. What are you doing telling them our secrets, child? Don't tell them shit. No, we thought they was eating dogs. There was reports. I got many reports. I saw it on, even in the debate. I saw it on TV. I saw it on, nigga, there are millions of things on TV, girl. Don't start sounding like Jay Wilson now. Oh, okay, cash app. He burned him out, honey. I think it's my belief that people like Jay Wilson, he's the one that got people stop cash apping, honey. People were cash apping, tipping their favorite people, but they just wore it out so bad. They begged so bad. I mean, that Thanksgiving dinner, that was the last straw, honey. They said, girl, you got us buying green beans. So you asked for a can of green beans. The green beans cost $1.09. And so you go and collect $400 for the green beans. Then you move on to I'm gonna make the macaroni salad. Cheese is expensive. Right? Then you went on to the roaches on my wall. So he had a single roach on his room, and he collected $400 for that. So when you start doing all that antics, Jay Wilson, you turn the people off, honey. You burn them out, right? And so now they don't give nobody. So it's all you. It's all your fault, baby. Mm-hmm. Baby, we ain't complaining for real. We're thankful for y'all. Y'all see that cute shirt they ain't got me? 2 of them. Mm-hmm. Pro. Those gonna be collectibles by Kamala Harris shirts. Mm-hmm. And Tim Walsh. I hated the Bay because it was so much cooler. Oh, okay. Beans and cornbread. Initially, you hated the Bay Area, because it was so much cooler than LA. I had the same issue, but I fell in love with the buzz of the area. It's a city. It's a real city, even though it's small and the demographic of it's small in area size. It's only 7 by 7 miles. It's a real city. much diverse. Yeah, initially I was very aware because I was so used to LA weather, but I don't even like hot weather really. I just got used to it. But this year, now last year was a mess, but this year so far, San Francisco has been winning in the weather, considering the whole country, right? We've been cool when it's been hot, hot when it's been cool. This has been a good year as far as the weather. But you get used to anything, honey. Just like people in New York City, they're used to New York City weather. People are used to 4 seasons. The primary thing about Indiana was I wanted to be in a gay world, and I did that at 19. But the secondary was the weather. I mean, we only had like 4 months a year that was good weather. Usually it was too hot and muggy or way too cold, way too much snow, you know. Yeah, I hardly even notice the weather now. But of course, you always got to take a jacket out here because you don't know what's going to happen. You wake up, it's hot. Afternoon, it's cool. In the evening, it's cold. So you get used to it. Yeah, I'm right where I wanted to be. I'm even right in the neighborhood where always wanted to live. I couldn't afford it, of course, but situations have presented where this would be the perfect place for me to retire right here. So I ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. And it's very beautiful when you go out there. I should go out to the piers more often than I do. I mainly do that when somebody's visiting. The Mission is where you hit your jazz clubs. Oh, okay. Most people are afraid of the Mission District. Why are they afraid of the Mission District? They just got to be aware down there about 16th down to 24th Mission, right? But the neighborhoods are very nice. Uh-huh. Even before gentrification. The homes, the houses, the families. It's just that they're downtown, there's a lot of drug infestation. But even that's getting better. And they're building in the Mission. They're building lower income housing, which is fantastic. Because the families they can't pay that kind of rent, honey. You got to live 8 people in one goddamn house. So I believe that they're about to. Well, 16th and Mission has been a hot spot for drug activity. But every time I go over there now, I see cops all over the place. And they got to watch out for the street vendors. For the last few years have been going crazy with crime, and they would sell their wares on Mission Street, right out on the street. And so now the city is confronting that because the street vendors are buying their goods from thieves. It's a cultural area, though. I love it. I mean, I spend a lot of time over there. Better start praying now, Uncle Tim. Okay. Y'all still praying for Wiley? What's the date? I think he's supposed to go in there on the 17th. Today is the 16th, so tomorrow Wiley's in court if the people are correct in their reporting. We don't know what the proper solution. Hopefully they have people there representing people like Wiley to figure out what's best for him instead of just releasing him onto the street, So he'll do it again, do it again, do it again. He gonna do it in the morning. He gonna do it in the evening time. But Wiley was maintaining for several years on here, honey. So maybe these things just happen. I think maybe losing his apartment or losing his monetization thing. Maybe those things triggered him to send him off on one. But he's been on one for several months. What's going on, St. James? I like the Castro. That's where I live, Castro. Well, actually, Beans Incorporated, everything on this side of Market Street is considered the Boats Triangle, even though it sits right in the area where we call the Castro. So some people say I live in the Castro, and some people say I live in the DuBois Triangle. Either neighborhood are great neighborhoods. I couldn't have hoped for better. This right in front of me is Safeway. Well, that's called the Castro Safeway. So it's just a matter of the street. Right. So I think that the Castro actually has several neighborhoods that converge on it. But we get all that one day in Georgia. You get all that in one day in Georgia? I say Uncle Tim lives in his apartment. You're right about that one, Goonie. I am a classic homebody. Now, where am I supposed to be going, honey? I don't got no job. I don't have no job. I don't go to no club. I don't drink. I don't use no drugs. My partying days are years or decades behind me. So back in the 70s, 80s, it was fun to go to San Francisco and just go to the clubs. We wouldn't even get a hotel room. We just go and stay in the clubs all the weekend. Go to sleep in the bathhouse. But those days are far behind me, honey. So I ain't got no reason to be out there. I live in a walkable neighborhood, you know. But I've always been a homebody, period. But the young people, they're still having a good time here. They still got all the bars and clubs, and you know, you can eat out in the restaurants in the Castro. Ding dong, calm down. I'm just so happy the stress is gone about my baby dog. That's the reaction people have when you say they're eating their dogs and cats, honey. For many of us, the dogs and cats are part of the family, honey. People who have been with you every fucking day for 15, 16, 17 years. Right? So you take it personally. You think somebody, and they knew that. Vance said, it's okay. Maybe it isn't true. We don't. Trump said, what's wrong with you? God damn it. You never tell the marks that we're lying to them. So watch out for his next story. They got to come up with more stories now as the election draws on us. It's a lie. Whatever it is, it's a lie. And he better hope that none of these damn assassination attempts are hoaxes as well. Wouldn't that be a story? Now, that would be a story, honey. Particularly when you let that kid get killed there, right? People say, oh, how could he be killed? Well, he was awful close to that brain, honey, to miss. Some people are I'm just saying that another conspiracy theory, so they like to spread them. They say, well, Trump could have had a blood capsule in his hand. Just pop it. We don't know. But that would be a story that would carry. And it would be also a implication that you had that child assassinated, the kid. There's new and we don't know what his tea is. I'm sure they'll have it by tomorrow. Negative steroid. Yeah, he is going to make the hatred between the people in Springfield now is going to go on past this little 50 days, right? They're going to draw discord between the people who live there, the Haitian Americans, or the Haitians, and the people who lived there before, right? But a lot of the young people had moved away from Springfield. Those old people weren't going back to work in the factories. When they showed me the factories, they didn't look like there was a bunch of senior citizens in there. And that's basically what was left in Springfield. Babies, and old people. Mm-hmm. And we should take pride in being able to help out Haiti. Do our little part. We ain't doing all that much, honey. Trump want to go over there and throw people goddamn paper towels. Here, dry yourself off. Or that was that Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. That was his international relationship. Mm. You love to live in the cool weather, Itzy? Yeah, cool but not cold. I don't think we even had that many hot days here because I rarely even brought out the fan this year. Uncle, when are you coming back to Indianapolis to visit and bring a snowplow, snow coat? Wait a minute. Bring a snow coat, shorts, and an umbrella. Weather is unpredictable. Mm, mm, mm. Don't count on it. She talked to Merch. I don't think I've been back. I just don't. First of all, I'm not a traveler. I don't like just going places. And then the way Indianapolis is, my family, they live so far apart. If you're at one relative's house, okay, but let's go visit the other sister. Okay, that's a 2-hour drive, right? Everything is all spread out in all these suburbs. And most of the people from my generation, most of my aunts and uncles, they're all dead. So to go there now, I would have to be introduced to all of these new relatives. Fortunately, my mom is still alive, and my sisters, they've been here several times though, my sisters. Because coming to San Francisco is more of a thing than going back to Indianapolis. Right. Since I'm not driving, then I'm stuck in all these suburbs way across town somewhere and don't know anybody. So no, I'm not dying to get back to Indianapolis, honey. I might have to go and visit my mom at some point. I mean, it's an idea, but I've said that so many times and it hasn't happened, so I wouldn't count on it. There is no R in merch. It's merch. You let Tyler Perry make up words, and you let Larry Reed make up words. Why can't I make up a word or two? Thank you to merch. Mm-hmm. Thank you for your management and control skills, Goonies. You controlling language now? Oh, to look up how many of the has the Dominican Republic taken in. How many have the Dominican Republic taken in? Mm-hmm. It ain't like we doing them no great favor. They come up, they're working like, honey. I hope that they are being paid a livable wage, decent wage. People over there complaining, oh, they're making the rent go up. But child, half the town was empty. They said all these big old Victorian houses were empty. It's because if it's a desirable place to live, then yeah, the rent goes up. I doubt that it goes up very much in Springfield. I don't think you suffering like they are here. But it's going to start discord. When a Haitian person comes into a restaurant, they're all going to turn around and look at him like he's not like us. He's not like us. Like that. For no reason. Leave them people alone, honey. Let them rebuild their communities. We helping them, they helping us. There's no major invasion of the minorities all of a sudden, child. Invasion. I wonder if all them people coming across the border were white. They had white complexion. Would Trump have such a problem with them? The immigrants get vouchers. Mm-hmm. Why they got to go to work then? They must be paying something. Who is the rent going up for? If the immigrants got vouchers, are the people in the city? Are they raising the rent because of vouchers? I ain't got no problem with vouchers. Believe me, I have my reasons. People don't want nobody else to do well. Why don't you just worry about your own ass doing well? This is the land of opportunity, honey. Stop worrying about what somebody else is taking from you. Ain't nobody taking shit from you. Like you're all just dying to get to Springfield. But that's how Donald Trump and them going to paint it. And like Vance told us yesterday, you can count on it. We ain't going to tell the truth. We're just going to bring the attention. We don't give a fuck if we cause riots. We don't care if we have the blacks fighting the browns and the browns fighting the Asians and the yellows fighting it. We don't give a damn as long as we get the attention. One thing is sure, that boy will never be president. J.D. Vance. How's he explain all this shit to his children? It's okay to be a bigot for right now, kids. It's okay. Yeah, I know it's speaking against, basically speaking against you. I understand that, but it's just temporary, son. It's just temporary. I don't really feel that way, son. I don't really feel. Obviously, you do really feel that way. You were anti-Trump, never Trump, and then you done switch back over to him. What? So you can be famous? Really? The vouchers and assistance is supposed to be temporary. Immigrants are required to seek gainful employment. Mm-hmm. Yes, I don't have a problem with people doing better, and I have a problem with the government helping some. Now they act like he's helping like this much, right? That they helping this much. No, 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 no. America, we help some to get people going, get them started. We see the film clips of what's going on in Haiti, right? Now they're saying they all got HIV. Mm-hmm. Really? Maybe everybody not fucking as much as you. The Republican Party, they never see the world as being a world. They only see it through the eyes of their neighborhood. Think small, stay small. America first, America first. Mm-hmm. So that's why I want to get rid of NATO. Trump over there, he act like it's all about the money. Look at how much they're ripping us off. They're ripping this country off. We're a declining country. We got more money and resources than anybody in the world. Right? Donald Trump, you're so concerned with who's paying the most money. Now you want to put these tariffs on everything coming into this country. You think you're making it hard for these other countries, even though they have televisions, they see what you're up to, right? Right? You gonna tax them like they've never been taxed. It's never happened before in American history. I'm gonna tax them and we're gonna hit them hard. They'll get used to it. They'll get used. No, they get used to my ass. They are businesses. So if they pay more, they charge more. So they charge you more for all the things that are coming on into this country. Correct. So you have not solved any problem with you already have high tariffs. You're trying to brag on one hand, oh, they kept my tariffs. They kept my tariffs. So what do? Let's add more. Let's just keep going till we break them. You're not breaking them. You're breaking us, right? Your tariffs could be contributing to why things are so damn high. Because any business, if you charge them more, they charge us more, right? Because their concern is the bottom line. So he doesn't even think things through very clearly, honey. And what the fuck did he choose this JD Vance for? And this damn Loomer woman. He's choosing these people because they're bigots. That's what they have in common. Bigots. And don't think because JD Vance is married to an Indian woman, that means he's not a prejudiced person. And I've been around in this world, and I know there are many people who actually get off on having sex with the people that they hate. I'm just telling you the truth. There are people like that, honey. They can be prejudiced and still want to be in relationship with you so they can lord their race over you. There's all kind of people in this world. So concerned with Springfield. Ain't that a bitch? And he's actually over there talking about deporting those people. Why would you do that, Trump? Do you even think past your little small ass thinking, girl? What's going to happen to these people when they appear back in Haiti, considering the situation in Haiti? Oh, they're not American. They're not. They could have been, just like your wives, right? They don't have the money. It's about the money. Well, you didn't earn the money. What did Kamala call you, Trump? She calls that the ultimate in what do you call it when you get advantages you didn't deserve? Uh, not reparations. Excuse me. When you're in college and they say that you're getting special treatment, well, that's what Trump has had his whole life. She said the man gave you the father gave you $400 million. You ain't worth hardly that now, child. You owe $400 million, right, Trump? You ain't never. If you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing. Hey. It's not too cool to be critical, but you brought this upon yourself. And we are sick and tired of hearing your song, telling us how you done changed right from wrong. Cause if you really want to hear our view, you haven't done nothing. Hey, da na na. Jackson 5 sing along, oh baby, say doo doo we would not care to wake up to the nightmare that's becoming real life. Thank y'all for coming in on today. We have to keep up with what's going on. I didn't even check on the beef sector today if they got anything. Right? So maybe we'll be back later. Later, people.